This is WVVA In Focus, a weekly program about events in the two Virginias.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's In Focus. I'm Erica Greenway, and thanks so much for joining us. We have a special treat for you today. You're going to get to be entertained by a local band that we have called Flight 24, and they're all here with us today. But before we get to hear from them, we're going to hear from some of the band members to find out a little bit more about their group, and we have Adam Nunn and Keenan Rainer. So thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Well, tell us a bit about your group. How long have you guys been together now?
Well, I guess it started with me and Keenan in March, and it's funny how we came together because I went to high school in Mechanicsville, Virginia, right outside of Richmond, and I went to high school with Jason Mraz, which most people probably have heard of.
Right.
And so we kind of had that connection because he heard of him and liked him, and we ended up talking and meeting each other and started talking about that, and I was saying, you know, maybe we could collaborate, and maybe I could play and you could do what you do.
Do what I do, and Flight 24 was born.
And what is it that you do?
I rap. Lyricist.
Really? So an interesting mix then you guys have. I know you've added some members since the two of you got together. How many people do you guys have, and how did you guys all kind of come together?
It's 6 now, and it was just us actually as of like 2 months ago, and we added a couple singers, drummer, bass, another guitar. It's kind of happened really fast as far as adding band members, and each one of them has their own style. So you have a bunch of different genres of music sort of coming together, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, so what kind of style is it that your group plays? Can you
Hip
describe
reggae.
it?
Hip reggae,
I don't even know
hop
how to
rock.
explain it.
Is
You
that
gotta
what it
hear it
is?
because it's. I mean, I grew up listening to like classic rock and blues, jazz. You know, he had the hip hop.
Hip hop, soul, R&B.
CJ has, you know, the gospel type feel, and Drew has R&B, and Bear, I guess you could say jazz. So it's just a lot of styles coming together.
So you're all just kind of combining the different things that you're interested in and that you like into one for your group?
For the good of, I call us the Watchmen. For the good of the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it comes out, the finished product comes out better than any of us could have did by ourselves.
Definitely.
So what kind of music then? Do you write your own music for all of your performances?
Oh yeah, it's all our original stuff.
A lot of it's improv though. We're big on just giving them like something new, so they like the same crowd doesn't get the same show every time they come out. We're big on that.
So how do you guys sit down to try to write some of this? I know you said a lot of it's improv, but if you guys are writing some, do you all get together as a group, or is there one person that's more of the writer?
We don't sit down. We're hyper.
Yeah, we started, me and him, it was just kind of in his apartment, and even the first time I was over there, I just started playing something I wrote or just made up on the spot or something. He took it away with lyrics to sing or rapping, so it's funny how it was just so easy. It's always been like that. No matter who's doing it, CJ or anybody in the band has really good songwriting ability.
So then talk about the relationship you guys have with the other band members. I saw a little bit earlier when you guys were setting things up. It seems like you guys all get along pretty well.
Yeah, we're pretty goofy, I'd say.
Yeah.
But we all get to get along really good. Not much conflict, but there's always conflict in bands anyway. But as far as getting along, we definitely get along.
So how long do you guys practice? Do you get together very often to try to work on it?
Oh yeah, try to every day. It's usually, you know, at nighttime usually, but with school and everything we have going on, jobs, it's
hard to balance it.
So you guys, some of you in school right now, what are you guys all doing aside from the band?
Four of us are at Bluefield College right now. One is a graduate of VCU, and then the other graduated from Boyce College. So we're busy. We're busy young men.
Definitely.
Is that hard then, trying to balance all these practices, getting together with the group, going to school, doing your jobs? How do you guys manage all that?
How do you manage it?
Prayer. That's about it, prayer. And then, but every time we're around each other, it's like a family, so you're kind of going home when we go to practice because we know each other so well.
Yeah.
And that keeps the comfort zone.
Definitely. I played golf at Bluefield, and that was really hard to balance sports with school and then trying to stay up with the band. It's a lot going on. Definitely tests you.
I know you guys said that you've just been together since March, and then the rest of the band came together pretty recently. So what have you guys been doing? Where all have you been performing so far?
Pretty much around the Bluefield area. Gary Boland's House of Art.
Definitely. House of Art. That's where we pretty much started performing live at, pretty much. And then Brush Fork Armory.
Yeah, Riff Raff in Princeton. Just different places around Bluefield. So.
How do you find these places to play at? Do they invite you to come out? Do you try to call the different places to set up different performances?
Mixture. Both.
Yeah, we started connections really at Gary Boland's. We started meeting a lot of people. We were on the radio because of that. Dream of Denver, Little Buddy Radio. Yeah.
So they actually played one of your songs on the radio?
Yeah, I heard It was funny. I was coming home and I heard it come on. I did not, because she said that she was probably going to put it on. And I was so surprised when I heard it. I put down my window and like yelled at somebody on the street and looked at me like I was crazy. But I was so excited.
I'm sure it was exciting. What was it like for you then when you heard it on the radio?
Sadly, I never got the chance to hear it.
Oh no, you haven't gotten to hear it?
No, I never got it. Every time I tuned in, because I had to run to a radio, my radio's bad.
I called you once.
Yeah, and I sprinted up to the top of the hill at Bluefield College, and I ran in the car, and right when I put in, I heard like the last note, and then I heard her talking like Flight 24. So
but that still must be pretty exciting then to get to hear your name actually on the radio.
Oh,
it's crazy.
Definitely.
And what's that like for the audiences when they hear you? What kind of reaction do you guys get, since it is such a different style that you have?
The main two reactions I've seen are either dancing or just sitting there looking shocked.
Yeah.
Because it's something they haven't heard. It's, you know, sort of new.
You get the question. The question is, what would you call that?
Yeah, we get that question all the time, and I have no idea. I'm waiting for somebody to come up with the perfect name for it.
Yeah, we might run with it.
Yeah, you have to create a whole new name for your genre then. Do you see any kind of disappointment with people since it's a different kind of genre, or any kind of disappointments as far as trying to book different things and you're trying to explain to them what you are? Or do they welcome you and say, yeah, we'll try something new?
Everybody welcomes us. It's definitely not disappointment. It's, I don't know.
We get criticism. We do get, everybody gets criticism, but it's definitely not a disappointment because it's almost like an honor for somebody to just know who we are outside of like our realm, our campus. And we're very humble. We try to stay humble. God keeps us humble, first and foremost. So we're weird. I'm not gonna lie. We don't care. we just keep going.
Well, I know you guys have been doing a lot of things in this local area. Do you have any concerts coming up that you're going to be moving out of the area?
Yeah, next Friday we have a show, State of Emergency concert at Bluefield College. Then the next day we're going to Charleston, and that's West Virginia's finest show.
What are the times? What times are we
for Friday, it's 7:30, and everybody, it's about $2 admission, concessions there, and it's definitely going to be fun.
It's going to be a big thing. It's a big thing.
Yeah.
And also, I saw somebody walking around with a camera making a documentary of you guys. Tell us a bit about the documentary.
Yeah, Christopher Lusk is, he met us at Gary Boland's,
yeah.
And from that, you know, he kind of sparked his interest, you know, maybe we can make a documentary on y'all. So we were definitely, you know, liking the idea of that. And so we're in the process of filming now, and hopefully it'll be out by the end of January. Might get pushed back, but just how creative processes go.
Yes, make sure that you go see that. You should. It's going to be a great.
Yeah, very exciting then for a group that's only really recently come together. And we actually have a trailer that we're going to show you. I know you're all anxious to hear from the band, but real quick, we're going to show you that trailer from the documentary, and then we'll be back and we'll actually get to hear from Flight 24, so stay with us.
Give us a topic. Somebody give us a topic.
Give me that.